Hey y'all. Hey Tanisha. Y'all was a little early. Okay, cousin. It is the Alabama Brawl anniversary. Oh my God. I got some chairs with some people names on them. I can't believe it's been a whole year. That's crazy. Time be flying. Hey FN. Happy Brawl anniversary. I wonder how those people are doing, especially the young man who jumped in the water to come to his supervisor's defense. I hope he's doing well. Hey cousin, what's up? That's crazy. It's been a whole year. Okay, cousin, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna go look. I don't be checking my DM. I need to start checking better, but I got you. Yeah, I need to know where the young because I think wasn't he like 17 or something or 16? I know he was young. He was young. I wonder if he's like in college or something like that. But today we got some stuff to talk about. Big Sean apparently doesn't want to marry Jhene, or he's pussyfooting around to get into it. People are claiming Savannah got issues with LeBron James. Drake, of course, is obsessed with Rihanna. And people are calling Nicki Minaj manipulative. Um, and yeah, it's a bunch of other stuff that we want to get into. Um, Hold on. But how's y'all day been? Anybody still at work? Hey, cousin. But yeah, so apparently Big Sean is just playing in Janae's face. And she letting him. She letting him. So she letting him play in her face. And I don't get why. Hey, DV. Don't tell me you at work again, DV. Hey, Roy. Oh, okay. Y'all clocked into that money, getting that money. But so I guess during that interview that he had with Charlemagne, he was asked when he planned on marrying Janae. I don't know how long they've been together, but they've been together for a little minute. And I know they have a son together. I think it is. I think they have a son together. And if I remember correctly, didn't Janae have like a whole like face tattoo of him on her arm? She ended up getting it removed, but girl, a whole face tattoo? Like that's kind of crazy. Enjoy the rest of your night, cousin. Time to relax and chill. Hey, cousin, what's going on? But yeah, Janae got had this whole face tattoo of Big Sean. Like, look at this whole portrait. Now, whoever did it, they did a good job. They did a good job. But I ain't never, ever, 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 ever can see myself getting a whole face portrait of somebody. Somebody in the comments said the good sis is digmatized. And that's gotta be what it is. Because to get a whole face tat is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. It is. Whoever she went to did an amazing job. Amazing job. Thank you so much, cousin. I appreciate it. I don't think Janae is bothered about marriage. I don't think so either. until I seen that video of them on stage together, and they was rapping some song. I'm not familiar with the song. But I know they was performing it together, and he like swatted her hand. Let me see if I could unmute it. Not even once or twice. Not even once. Don't change anything. She asked me everything. I kept my phone on silent ever since you got a ring. Funny, right? And I never cheated. Not even once or twice. Why would he swat her hand like that? Tell me something. I never cheated or something. He said. Let's. If you take anything and just make it everything. I kept my phone on silent ever since you got a ring. I kept my phone on silent ever since you got a ring. Jhene, look at her. She like, what ring? What ring? Right? And I never cheated, not even once or twice. And then he patted her hand. Don't do that in public. Do not do that in public. Why would you do that? That is so embarrassing. Thank you, FN. Hey, cousin, what's up? The ring on the door. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy. But I just feel like I'm not in nobody's business. Everybody is free to do what they want. Some people don't like marriage. Some people don't want to be married. But my thing is like, y'all having an entire child together. Y'all make music together. Y'all make money together. So what's the problem? He told Charlamagne that they got a bunch of stuff that they basically need to work out before they do anything. And I'm like, what's there to work out? Y'all basically playing house at this point.
One of those secret industry weddings. No, there has not been a secret. Stopping y'all from getting married. Y'all already did one of those secret industry weddings. No, there has not been a secret industry marriage.
Because celebrities, they like doing that, which they got every right to.
I think that it's a little personal, you know.
Okay, you getting up there telling everything now. You don't want to talk. You've been talking about everything else, but don't get silent now.
You know what I mean? But just like, to be real with you, just like any people who have dealt with love, we've had our ups and downs. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because no relationship is perfect. We all go through stuff. Yeah, okay, get to it, Big Sean.
And I think it's still finding the right navigation through it all. I don't know if to me
it's too much stuttering. It's too much thinking. You either want to marry her or you don't, Big Sean.
Marriage symbolizes like the best relationship. People be like, oh, you got to get married. To me, I feel like having a relationship is first and foremost. And like,
how much longer? Y'all been together at least 5+ years. So
marriage is a byproduct of that. And I feel like a lot of people get the idea of like, oh, you have to get married. But then it's like, to me, that's almost a fear-based way of thinking too, because then people be getting divorced.
He on bullshit, y'all. He is on bullshit. Be weird. I'm not familiar with that song. Maybe they fought before. I hope not. I think if you require marriage, that should be communicated, right? Same way with if you want to have kids or not. Those are conversations you should have before you get like very serious with somebody. And if Sean sees she's not bothered, he has no incentive to marry her. Yep, and I think she's played a part in that because, like I said, she had the face tattoo, then she got it covered up. I think they broke up, then they got back together, and he had a child. So it's like, I ain't gotta marry her because I know she's not going nowhere. She ain't gonna do nothing. Medium Sean is a new one.
The divorce rate so fucking high, and
Bro, if you got to think about divorce rates when you with the love of your life, you don't really love that person because you wouldn't be thinking about divorce. You would just be thinking about, okay, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. When you got to do all that other thinking, it's like, yeah, you don't see yourself with this person forever.
I am someone who I'm not
Like, why think of the negative?
like discounting anything, and I'm not saying that we aren't gonna get married. But what I'm saying is that it's just I would like to do a lot. I would like to, and I don't like putting our personal business out there like that.
He's stuttering too much for me. He is stuttering too much for me. He doesn't seem to be keen on marriage. If she's cool with that, that's fine. If she's not, then that's an issue. And that's my thing. Yeah, he's making a lot of excuses. Hey cousin, what's up? He's making a lot of excuses because this isn't like he hasn't proposed to somebody before. Because yeah, I remember when he was with Naya Rivera, rest in peace to her, he proposed to her. And they didn't even have a kid together. They didn't even have a kid together.
That either. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I feel like in general.
So basically, they not on good terms. At this point, that's what it seemed like. They not on good terms. Because that took him a minute and 35 seconds to say. And I'm pretty sure they chopped the video up to get rid of the spaces.
We have so many relationships. It's like being peers, being in a group together, parents, romantic, all that, it's like.
So that's more of a reason to marry her because you do everything with her, right? Or am I tripping?
It's a crazy connection because no matter what, we're always going to be tied together, no matter what. Mm-hmm. So I think that doesn't discount that, like, she and me both have to be on the same page.
So we get into the nitty gritty. They got issues.
Mm-hmm. Not to say we aren't, but I feel like
if you and Jhene were on the same page, you wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Hey, Sean. Hey, cousin. People fear divorcing, but bring life into the world. A child is a bigger commitment to me. Having a child with someone to me is a bigger commitment. You can't get rid of your child. You can go and get a divorce. It might cost you a little something, but you can get rid of that person. You can't get rid of a child all the time. Mm-hmm. And that she had her own child. That's what it sounds like, cousin. He want to play the field. Men know when they want to marry you. That's a fact.
I can only speak for myself that there needs to be like more work done so we could keep going. Because there's a lot of focus on our family.
Look at Charlamagne. He like you bullshitting.
There's a lot of focus on careers and everything. And
wait, did he say it's a lot of focus on her family? Is she not your family?
Our family. There's a lot of focus on careers and everything, and that is something that I feel like has not been the main focus.
All right, I'm done with Big Sean. I'm so done with Big Sean. He clearly don't want to marry her. He don't want to marry her. Right. He's not ready to settle down. And not with her. If I was her and I listened to this interview back from a man that I've been with for 5+ years, a man that I've tattooed on my body, a man that I've given a child, if it gotta be this long and drawn out as far as marrying me, see ya, Sean. See ya, Sean. Yeah, but I think wasn't his album leaked or something. People don't want to ring lights on. Like that's so ass backwards. That's so ass backwards. Yes, he is. We gonna get into that. Yes, he is. Right. Terrible album rollout so far. Terrible. For the hills. She need to run for the hills, cousin. I low-key think she wants to be married. She seems like the type of person that want to be married. He's not. He's not. He's not at all. I would definitely dip out if I was her. I would dip out for sure. And now the people are saying that Savannah James does not like Drake. And to be honest, I don't blame her if she doesn't like Drake. So LeBron and Savannah were attending the 3-on-3, the Team USA 3-on-3 game one of these days last week, I think. And she, of course, wore this Kendrick Lamar PG Lane shirt that she got from the pop out. She was there with her husband. She was also there with Lauren London and Lil Wayne's son. And they were having a ball. They were having a time of their life. And I guess this is where she got the shirt from because that's where they were selling them during the show, during the pop out. And now people are making these conclusions that Savannah does not like Drake and that she's keeping LeBron James from Drake, and Drake fans do not like it. And there's alleging that, oh, she's always had an issue with him because of random photos that they've seen of her, and she's like always side-eyeing Drake, like she don't trust him. She give him the mean side eye. And listen, a deviant like him, I would not want him around my husband either, because ain't no telling what he be up to. And then so now they're saying, oh, Savannah is the reason why they think LeBron James and Drake might be beefing, because Drake went on his Instagram, I think a week or two ago, and he posted some photos of basketball players, and he didn't include LeBron James in the photos that he posted. So he posted Steph Curry. Mind you, Steph Curry's cousin, I think, works for OVO. And then he posted Shea, who I think he plays for OKC, but he's on Canada during the Olympics. And then he posted Kevin Durant, but he didn't post LeBron James. And people are like, why wouldn't he post LeBron James? Like, the man got a whole face tattoo of LeBron James on his body. That's weird within itself. Like, you got a whole face tattoo of another man. And so now they're like, oh, Savannah's getting in between LeBron James and she needs to stay in a woman's place and not get between men. What? Like, y'all are just making up stuff. Y'all are making up stuff. And then, of course, the Joe Budden podcast, they had their 2 cents to say about it. Let me see if I can pull up the video so we can see what Joe and them had to say.
Quick thought.
Let's see.
I just gotta.
Savannah might just really love that shirt, and I don't speak about people's wives, but she might just really love that shirt brand and Kendrick and ain't paying what y'all doing no mind. Maybe.
That lady just went to the concert to have a good time. And if she doesn't like him, so what? So what? He's not a likable person.
Maybe. Nah. But LeBron posing in the picture the way he did with her in the shirt tells me that he saw the Drake post to all the Olympians.
Mm-hmm. You think LeBron James cares about what Drake is doing? He don't care. LeBron James be treating Drake like he's a child. Like, y'all remember that video where Drake lost to Pusha T and he told LeBron James, I felt like I let you down. Like Drake was, like LeBron was talking to him like he's a son, like he's one of his children.
That was not LeBron. They've been going back and forth since it's not like us shit. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting.
Wait, what was the Drake post?
Drake posted.
So Joe Budden thinks that there's beef as well. Joe Budden thinks there's beef as well between LeBron James and Drake. And then you know what killed me though? In the rest of the clip, I believe it's Ice. He's the not the light bright one. It was Ice. He gonna say, I can't believe he said this. He said that Savannah was intentionally wearing that PG Lang shirt because she don't like Drake. And then I said LeBron should have stayed out of the beef and even suggested that LeBron should not have attended the concert and that LeBron should have sent Savannah to the concert if she wanted to go by herself with security because his relationship with Drake is more important. So Ice is basically picking a random man over his wife if he was in that predicament. How weird is that? You gonna send your wife with security to a concert and say, nah, I'm gonna stay home because you scared of how another man feels. Like what? You gonna leave your wife and tell her, hey, go to this concert and I'm gonna send you with security? Because you fear that you might have an issue with another man? You putting another man over your wife? At this point, you should just go be with Drake, Ice. You value his opinion and his safety and feelings over your wife. Like, so weird. So weird. I don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get the obsession these men have with Drake. LeBron is a global phenom. He doesn't need to be friends with Drake. Exactly. Like, LeBron James' day is going to go great whether he's friends with Drake or not. Like, Drake doesn't move the needle for LeBron. LeBron is the fan. Drake is the fan. He's the one with the tattoo of LeBron James on his body, like a groupie. Hey, they enable him, and I can't deal with it. And that would make sense. That would make sense because that's a memorial. Like, okay, this was my friend. He's not here no more. You do that to loved one, and you do that to people you know, not to random people. Like Drake got all these tattoos of random people that he's never met a day in his life. Like it's weird. And then they all are in like odd places. Like they don't even flow seamless together. They're just in patches with extra skin around them. Like it's just weird. Exactly. A very grown man. He don't need to move on Drake's accord. Ice is weird for saying that. Yes. A whole tattoo. Do I even got a picture of that? Hold on, let me see if I can find the tattoo. Drake. Let's see. Like, because what are you on? So, wait, hold on. I'm sharing the wrong screen. And then he got the picture of LeBron when he was in high school, when he was a kid. So it's this picture of LeBron when he was in high school. And he got it on his arm. And then right here, I think that says 35 Snipe, which is a tattoo of Kevin Durant. I think for Kevin Durant. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's for Kevin Durant because don't they call him Easy Money Sniper or something like that? And it's just that simple. He did. But I don't think he posted it for like, oh, look, Drake, look. I think he just posted the sneaker. He does all the time. They go hard for him. They do not play for him. Yesterday, I had some random Drake page on YouTube post one of my videos and tag me in the video and said, I think it was my the day Drake unalived. And the fan reposted my video and said, "What do you mean by this?" I'm like, "Did you watch it?" He's like, "No." So I'm like, "So why are you asking me anything? Like, stop being weird. You shared my video on your page to get me more views. Like, I don't get it." It's $50 on the PG Lang website. I need him to put those hats on sale. That's what I want. I saw that. I saw that. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. What did Pusha T say? You scared to grow your hair because your fro wouldn't nap enough. And when he gets old and his health starts to deteriorate, who's gonna help wipe his? I don't know. I don't think even Savannah has a tattoo of LeBron on her. Exactly. And that's her husband, her whole husband. She been with that man almost the 30 some years, 20 years. Like, LeBron don't be caring. LeBron be in his own world. He don't be thinking about people. If it's something he like, he's gonna post it. Like, it's just that simple. Only people crying is freaking Drake fans and trying to bully Savannah. You can't bully her. Like, give it a rest. Give it a rest. And since we're on to Drake being weird, let's talk about his obsession with Rihanna because she might need extra security or something because it's getting weird. But ASAP Rocky dropped a song called Hijack where he's responding to Drake. In the song, he basically said, um, these niggas want my wife bad. The people want my next track. I don't really know who's wanting his next track, but apparently ASAP Rocky has like a cult following because I'm personally not a fan of his music, but somebody like it. So that's good for him. Let me see if I can get the actual audio. But yeah, so basically he responded to Drake. That's all I'm gonna play because I ain't trying to get copyrighted or nothing. But I think Rocky also dissed him previously in one of those Metro features that was on the second album with Future. But all of this started when Drake released For All the Dogs, where he mentioned Rocky and Rihanna. He mentioned Rihanna on like 3 different songs. On 3 different songs, he spoke about Rihanna. I think on a song called Fair Heights, he mentioned her. Let me see if I can get the lyrics so we can know exactly what he said about her. So on this song, Fair Heights, Drake said, "Hey, look, why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? Because you are. You're in love with this girl, Drake. That could never be. God can't ruin me. Better him than me." Talking about Rocky. Better it's not me. I'm anti. I'm anti. Mind you, y'all know Rihanna had that. I think it was an album called Anti. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Um, yeah, and the SDX was average with you. Yeah, I'm anti because I had it with you. Okay, I'm auntie like your daddy's sister. What? Okay. Auntie like a family picture. And I had way better bees than you, to be honest. Yeah, that man, he's still with you. He can't leave you. Y'all go on vacation, but I bet it's Drake. What? Like, why are you bothering this girl? Why are you bothering her? There's no reason for you to be bothering this girl. Why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? You mentioned this girl in 3 different songs. If you not hung up, at this point, you a hanger. You a hanger because you real hung up. You a hanger, Drake. You're obsessed with this girl. Leave her alone. She's on her second child. It's been 6 years almost, Drake. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. I'm starting to think she need presidential security at this point because you won't leave her alone. And to be honest, the song from Rocky, I wasn't really feeling it. But again, not everything is for me. The people love it, and that's good for him. Just not my speed. But I respect anyone who is willing to defend their family because me personally, if I was Rocky, I wouldn't even respond because at the end of the day, I got the girl you wanted. I got the woman of your dreams, Drake. I got the woman you say you wanted to start a family with. So I wouldn't even respond. I won automatically. I won automatically. But again, like I said, I get it. He defended his woman. He defended himself. And at the end of the day, he a man. He gonna defend his family. He gonna defend his woman. So I respect it. But Drake, you're obsessed. You're obsessed. You're obsessed. You're obsessed. And it's getting strange. Because how can you say why they make it sound like I'm hung up? I'm still hung up on you. That could never be. God can't ruin me. Better him than me. Better it's not me. You want it to be you, Drake. You want it to be you bad. You've always wanted it to be you. You want to know how I always knew you wanted it to be you? Because it came out of your mouth. You said it.
Drake is getting vulnerable and
hold on, let me see if I can find it. You said you've been in love with this girl since you was 22 years old, Drake. In love.
She's someone I've been in love with since I was 22 years old.
Oh,
you're not hung up though. Who's lying? Why are you lying, Drake? You say you've been in love with her since you was 22 years old. What's the truth?
She's someone I've been in love with since I was 22 years old.
You was in love with her, and to be honest, I think she let him get a whiff, and he's been obsessed ever since. That's why you never give the corny dude a chance, because they like a little gnat. They like a little gnat. They never go away. They never go away. Why they acting like I'm hung up on you? Hold on.
You know, where I don't have the fairy tale like, oh, Drake started a family with Rihanna, and like this is like so perfect, or like, you know, Drake.
Oh, Drake started a family with Rihanna, and it would have been perfect.
Yeah, it's like it looks so good on paper.
I wanted that too.
Well, I mean,
and I didn't get it too.
By the way, I wanted that too at one time. You know?
Drake, you wanted the family with Robin, so why you dissing her now? Why you dissing her? You wanted a family. That son you got, you wanted that son to be Robin's.
You know, where I don't have the fairy tale like, oh, Drake started a family with Rihanna, and like this is like so perfect.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Or like, you know, Drake, yeah, it's like it looks so good on paper.
I wanted that too.
Well, I mean,
and I didn't get it too.
By the way, I wanted that too.
By the way, I wanted that too.
He got it.
When I had a kid, that was when.
But you now all of a sudden you dissing, saying her sex was whack. Better him than me. Are you sure? Are you sure? You ain't gotta lie, Drake. We all know you go to sleep at night and you scroll through her Instagram, you scroll on her Twitter, and you see the pictures with her and ASAP Rocky and their two beautiful babies. We know you cry. We know you cry. Like, why you pretending? You've turned into a miserable, womanizing incel ever since Rihanna broke your heart. You've been disrespecting women ever since because Robin got away. Stop playing, Drake. Stop. Just stop it. I want you to stop. And then you swear you're not hung up on her, but why did somebody spot him at some speakeasy, some random poetry slam, and he's singing about Rihanna?
I would listen to the lies that you would tell all night. Angel lies, but you been giving me hell all night.
First of all, who let him in the building? Kick him out. Kick him out. Kick him out.
I know the book that you would write is a tell some, not a tell all. Just to make sure you're well off, you would sell all rights. Why does your ex think we beefing? Is this man all right?
Why did you, what?
That nigga can't even look at me, he fell off twice. Me, I'm back popping. I still remember the day I saw you. I was on your ass like back pockets. Niggas.
I was on your ass like back pockets. Boo! Boo! Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I would be up there throwing tomatoes at him. Get him out of here. Oh my God, you in these braids. These braids. This lace front. They say you got a lace front. These baggy jeans and this cutoff t-shirt. Please.
All night. I know the book that you would write is a tell some, not a tell all. Just to make sure you're well off, you would sell all rights. Why does your ex think we beefing? Is this man all right?
Please, please. Corn on the cob. Corn on the cob. Get me out of here. I can't take him serious. I really can't. Boy is a creep. A real deal creep. A real deal creep. I can't take him serious. I really can't. But we're gonna come back to Drake later. But let's get on his sister. Let's get on his Young Money sister. Nicki Minaj. They calling Auntie a manipulator. As y'all know, the other day, Spotify got called out for leaving Nicki off this little mural thing that they had going on for the current rap girls, where it got Flo Milli on it, it got Saweetie on it, got what is this girl? Sexy Red. This is Ice Spice. JT, Meg, then we got Cardi, Young Miami, Lotto, Glorilla, and then Doja. And you know, in true Barb fashion, they showed they ass on social media. They were blaming people, calling people out, straight up uproar, saying she was being disrespected. Even Summer Walker chimed in, which I mentioned on the last live that we had. She gave her 2 cents saying that it was disrespectful, that it was wrong. And when I first saw the picture, I assumed, oh, maybe they're just shouting out, the current girls of rap. Nicki is not from this era. She had her own era where it was just her, and Iggy Azalea was there somewhere on the side every once in a while. But that's what I assumed the photo was. But turns out Nicki Minaj was just being manipulative, because the whole time the artist who drew the mural stated Nicki declined being involved in the project. Nicki didn't want to be a part of it. Spotify wanted to include her. Nicki just didn't want to be a part of it. So of course it's like, Nicki, you knew how that was gonna look. You knew how that was gonna look. People would automatically assume you got left off this dedication from Spotify. And that's exactly what happened. Like this comment right here, not adding Nicki seems very personal, because how can you not include the one that influenced each single one of the girls in the picture? Someone responded, that's why Apple Music is outselling. Like what? Extremely disrespectful to the woman that inspired every single one of their careers and still outselling them to this day. Y'all are so unserious for not putting Nicki. Remove Doja in this picture lacks talent, all mid except her. Like people were just going in. This must be a joke. Women in hip hop and no Nicki. Turns out Onika didn't want to be a part of it, according to the artist who drew the picture. And to be honest, it's nothing wrong. To be honest, it's nothing wrong if she didn't want to be included. But I'm pretty sure she's seen the discourse, and she's seen her fans attacking them, saying how you can't include her, why you didn't include her, you're being disrespectful to her. Whole time Nicki just declined. She could have just said that. But people feel like she intentionally did that, and she's being manipulative because she knew Spotify would get attacked, because it would have them thinking she was excluded. And she's always harping on, oh, it's people against me. So the artist responded, A month and a half earlier, I was contacted by Spotify to create 11 portraits in a general composition for the exhibition, the Gold Standard. This was to be my first solo exhibition. I was honored to draw portraits of Cardi B, City Girls, Doja Cat, Flo Milli, Glorilla, Ice Spice, Lotto, Megan, Saweetie, and Sexy Red. The exhibition was held at the Whole NYC in New York, and I can't wait to share a little more. Thank you so much. P.S. Don't come after me in my DMs. Nicki didn't want to be part of the show because she knew they would start attacking her in her comments. That's not fair. That's not right. That's not right at all. And Nicki knew exactly what she was doing. And like I said again, there's nothing wrong with her not wanting to be a part of it, but she knew how it would look. She knew exactly how that would look. Exactly. Like if you don't want to be a part of it, cool, don't be a part of it. She don't have to be a part of that. I get it. But knowing how crazy and deranged your fan base is, you knew that they will automatically attack. Automatically. And now this lady is like, please don't harass me. Please don't get in my DMs. Please don't get in my comments harassing me about someone who didn't want to be included. That's crazy. 100%. It's okay. 100%. She don't got to be a part of that if she didn't want to. But knowing how your fans is, and they did exactly what people would assume, harassing people, telling this lady, jumping in her comments, 77 comments. I could just imagine what the comments say. Like people should not have to put disclaimers out on their work or their projects that they're doing out of fear that they're going to be attacked by someone's fan base. That's Cap FM because she enables her fans. She enables her fans. She knows what kind of fan base she got. That's Cap. That's Cap. They off the hook. They off the hook. But again, she didn't have to be a part of it. But once you seen the discourse and you seen that your fans were tagging you and saying how y'all don't include her, I would have been like, yeah, I decline. Like, relax. This isn't something I wanted to be a part of. It's cool. Don't go on these tangents and these rants and harassing the freaking artist of the portrait who was contacted to do a job. That's insane. Yeah, that's it. But no, she like that. She's like that. She loves the woe is me trope. That's her bag. That's her bag. She likes that me against the world mentality. Yeah, they're insane. They're insane. But let me shut up before they come in my comments. Harassing me, calling me all types of bees. In fact, I don't want no smoke with the barbs. Yeah, I got it. So next we got this weirdo, Akademiks. He done went on this full-fledged rant calling up all of the rap Avengers to try to take Kendrick down because he finally realizes Drake.
Yo, I'm at the point.
Drake can't handle Kendrick. He's coming to his senses that Drake can't handle Kendrick. So now he's trying to rally up the troops to get everybody to come and take Kendrick out. And brace yourself, guys, because he's yelling like a maniac. So brace yourself, turn down your earphones if you got headphones in. Yeah, just turn the headphones down.
Yo, I'm at the point. Even if y'all say Drake ain't win, I'm rooting for any nigga that could fuck Kendrick up.
You know how bad you had to lose or how bad your parlay was that you just recruiting people to try to beat one person? Like, Akademiks, do you know how crazy you sound? What?
I'm tired of this shit. He got rappers sounding like hoes. Niggas apologizing.
Real life boogeyman. Real life boogeyman. They can't handle Kendrick. They can't handle him. Someone put in my comments that I just did the To Pimp a Butterfly reaction of the deep cuts of the songs that I didn't hear on the album. And the song You on that album, crazy. And someone commented, I think it was my YouTube comment, but they were like, if anyone can write a song like that, tearing themselves down, you don't want to mess with them. You don't want to play with them. And Drake clearly didn't know what he was getting into. These guys cannot, they can't take him.
Scrolling through their text messages, unsending. What is this nigga doing?
I can't.
Y'all got the same 24 hours in a day. Why can't y'all squabble with this little midget?
And then you calling him a little midget. You taking jabs in the process. Akademiks, you're not that much taller. You're not that much taller. I think the Google say you like 5'7", 5'8". So you fat, so you look even shorter because you look wide. Stop it. Don't start pointing, doing the short jokes.
The fuck?
So
Why are you so mad? Like he's angry.
you want me to read it?
No.
Tired of this shit.
We should read it because I think that's kind of like bitch made, but I want you to kind of like see the sentiment of it.
This dude is a nutcase.
So,
Lupe! We need you. We need you. We might need Lupe Fiasco or something.
Now he said, Lupe, we need you. What happened to Drake being your the only one in your top 5 Akademiks? He couldn't get the job done. Now you're calling on Lupe.
Why the hell do we got nobody? Yo, they got this nigga looking like Terrence Crawford. They got this nigga looking like.
He said it. He's Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. He said it. He's Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. Did you not listen to Euphoria? He told you.
They got him looking. I ain't even gonna lie. He don't even move like Floyd. He move like he on some other shit.
Akademiks is a nutcase. Like, bro, it's not that serious. Like, you're just screaming into the microphone. And I know that chair stinks. Like,
nigga, Kendrick can't be like that. Like,
he's like that. He's really like that. If he wasn't like that, he wouldn't have you out your body like this right now.
Oh, yo, I would love to hear Jay-Z's opinion on this. Well, actually, Jay-Z lost about.
You want to know Jay-Z's opinion on this? Akademiks? You want to know Jay-Z's opinion on this? I don't think you want to know Jay-Z's opinion on this. I don't think you want to know Jay-Z's opinion on this. Hold on. I really don't think you want to know Jay-Z's opinion on this. You want to know Jay-Z's opinion on this? That's his opinion. Jay-Z shows up for Kendrick every time. Regularly. Where's the confusion? What are you confused about? Kendrick hosts private events. Beyonce and Jay-Z shows up to the event. What are you calling for Jay-Z for? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Like you don't realize that Kendrick is well respected by the greats.
Yo, I'm at the point. They got this nigga looking like Terrence Crawford. They got this nigga looking on some other shit. Nigga, Kendrick can't be like that. Like, I would love to hear Jay-Z's opinion on this. Well, actually, Jay-Z lost the battle.
Jay-Z lost the battle and then he went on with his life. He wasn't on social media or I would say running up to the radio station, because I guess that was their social media back in the day. He wasn't running to the magazine companies and trolling and doing stupid stuff on the internet. He took his L and then he put out a hit record. He didn't do like Drake did. He's not trolling on the internet. He's not jumping on all these features and flopping. Drake is 0 for 7 in his features. He's scared to put out music. So scared that he decided to take Party Next Door out the sweatshop and finally give him some attention.
Never mind. I gotta hear Nas's opinion.
Oh, you want Nas's opinion too? You want Nas's opinion as well? Okay. Okay. Nas's opinion. Nas's opinion. Nas's opinion. Nas's opinion. Okay. Sure. Okay. That's Nas's opinion. He's respected, Akademiks. What don't you get? Nas released an album the same year Kendrick Lamar dropped Good Kid, Mad City. And Nas said Kendrick Lamar had the best album of the year over his album. Over his album. That was also a great album. But he said Kendrick had the album of the year. They also share the same manager. Why are we asking for Jay-Z in Nas's opinion? They love Kendrick. So I'm confused, Akademiks. I'm confused. I don't get it. All that screaming and yelling is only going to get you a sore throat, my boy. It's only going to get you a sore throat. You calling up for Lupe. You called for Lupe. Lupe, if I was Lupe, I would be a.
Yo, I'm at the point. Even if y'all say Drake ain't win, I'm rooting for any nigga that could fuck Kendrick up.
He's so serious. He's so serious with all this screaming and hooping and hollering.
Man, how would I ether that fuck nigga, man? These other niggas, they finding, hey, my Apple Watch just told me my zodiac sign and says today is no beef day.
This guy is sick in the head. Like,
no beef day, no weapons formed against you shall prosper. Like, these niggas is coming up with excuses. What?
They don't have to jump out the window because Akademiks said so. Like, what?
Is this hip hop? This is why I don't care what y'all say about Drake. Nigga, at least Drake was like, enough is enough, nigga. Let's fight.
He's the one who took the first shot. What do you mean? Kendrick is the one who said enough is enough. Kendrick heard first person shooter and said, all right, let's get to it. So what are you talking about? You're trying to make it seem like he's the victim again. He puffed his chest out, Akademiks, and he asked for the ass whooping. Him and Chubbs. So what are you talking about?
Let's fight. I'm down to fight.
And got his ass whooped.
J. Cole was on streamies watching the shit like, I can't watch. Oh my God, my two faves are fighting.
They giving J. Cole such a hard time. And I get it because J. Cole be talking greasy on them songs. But J. Cole made an executive decision. And I understand.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Aubrey. I'm sorry, Kenny. Oh my God. Like, what the fuck?
Something is wrong with him. Like, does Akademiks think he gonna stay in his house forever? He gotta come outside. Unless he just gonna decline all of these events. You can't talk this greasy behind this computer forever. I don't get it. And Drake was the one who walked it. Exactly. They keep forgetting that. Drake, you started all of this. Dating back to Control, you started all of this. You're the only one who cried and complained about the verse. And you were the one on record to take the first shot. On that song, What the Language? You took the first shot, Drake. You took the first shot. So I don't want to hear it. He's terrible. He's been terrible since the beginning. He's a part of the reason why we have podcasts like No Jumper, where they interview these gang members and they try to get them to talk about the killings and stuff that they do. Akademiks was instrumental in that, covering the Chicago wars. This is why we have Akademiks, because he was covering those Chicago wars and he got popular off of that. And then other podcasts started popping up. He helped contribute to this mess. 100%. He's hilarious, but he needs to check in with reality. Like, for real. A real therapist. But he better hope he don't lose that pending court case versus that girl for SA. I know that much. Birds of a feather flock together. Right. No sympathy at all. Went to his hood, dissed him, and then ran because you got scared. Punk ass. I can't. Next up, we got. Do y'all listen to Kehlani? Because she got some drama going on. Yeah, he always tries to sun him. Like, I put you on your first tour. I'm the reason you here. No, you're not, Drake. Because if I remember correctly, he was passed the torch as the King of the West by Snoop Dogg, Corrupt and all of them on stage. So he already had motion. Granted, he wasn't doing those big crowds, but you knew of him for a reason, because he was popping. That's how you found out about him. He wasn't just some random person that you saw on the street. You was not putting no random person on your big tour, Drake. You put him on that tour because he was already popping and had a little bit of motion. So let's stop. Let's stop that. I put you on stuff. I taught you everything you know stuff. No, you did not. You did not. But yeah, so the R&B girls, they apparently love Chris Brown for some reason. I don't get it, but for some reason they love him. And Kehlani is the latest victim to be getting dragged because she took a photo with him. She took this photo with him and called Chris Brown called her his twin. And we all know, of course, the past with Rihanna, with Karrueche, his fights with people like Frank Ocean, Drake, Tiana. Remember him and Drake had a whole brawl over Rihanna? Crazy. Tiana Taylor, Usher, and many other. He even got into like a war words with Tamar. He got into it with Tokyo Vanity. She cooked him and he didn't even respond. Like she cooked him real bad and he didn't even respond to her because he knew better. And then so like, isn't he currently in trouble now for allegedly beating somebody up during his tour and they suing him? But Kehlani, she got called out by her fans because she's supposed to be one of the girls who calls out and stands up for what's right. Most recently, she had been going viral for her stance on Palestine. She's been like one of the only celebrities to actually share her opinions on Palestine. And if I remember correctly, she dissed Tory Lanez and took him off a song that he had after the situation with Megan Thee Stallion. So her fans were confused when they saw her posted up with Chris Brown, especially since he had I think I don't remember when it was, but a while ago he like mocked her suicide attempt, I think it was, on social media. Hold on, do I have the picture? Do I have it? I don't think I have it, but basically she was going through something with Kyrie Irving, and I think she like attempted suicide or something, and Chris Brown reposted it like mocking her. And so people were like, this nigga just said you was bullshit when you try to kill yourself. Like, why are you posted up with him? So they all upset with her. They pissed off and they mad at her because they feel like, what the hell are you doing? And I just feel like I get why they're upset, but I feel like people need to realize aside from his mess and his bullshit, a lot of these girls respect him as an artist, at least. Like some of them simply do not care about the abuse history because one, probably because it didn't happen to them or someone close to them, or they probably feel like Rihanna forgave him. So what's the beef? Like I've seen people drag Kelly Rowland for defending him, Ciara for working with him, Chloe Bailey for working with him. Like these girls are going to continue to work with him, and y'all might need to get over it. Like I think it's corny of the women to still want to associate with him, but we have to remember, like stuff like this is how R. Kelly got away with his mess for years. And I'm not saying Chris Brown was on no deviant stuff like R. Kelly was, as far as like SA goes, but people know how to separate music from the bullshit. Me, I can't. But because I'm not listening to Chris Brown. Plus, I feel like he make the same 3 songs over and over. But back to subject. That's another story. But Kehlani, girl, the people they side eyeing you, baby. You low key built this brand off of calling people out for doing wrong in the industry, just for you to be posted up with Cocaine Brown. I don't know, girl. I don't know. But girl, yeah, that wasn't even the the end of it. Her baby father and her former friends are now accusing this girl of being in a sex cult. Like it went from the Chris stuff and people being upset with her to now her being exposed for being in a possible sex cult. Like the baby father, apparently, according to TMZ, they seek in full custody of the daughter that they have together, because he suspects the leader of the cult that Kehlani is allegedly in has a history of SA, and he fears for his daughter's safety. Rightfully so. But I'm like, dang, it just got extreme real quick. Like it got so extreme. So this her baby father. But yeah, he's asking for full custody of the daughter. And he's alleging that she is in a whole cult. A whole cult. And then he's like, then he like, Kehlani lied to the public about his sexuality just to protect her lesbian image. She was telling people that he was gay. He's like, he not gay. He also said that she paid someone to put a hex on him and it failed. Like, it's just so much going on. So much going on. What's the cult called? To be honest, I tried to look and see what the cult was called, but I couldn't find it. Just to put it with the story, but I have no idea. But yeah, he said that someone tried to put a hex on him. Well, she paid to have a hex put on him, but it failed. So he tweeted this before his page got deleted. Yeah, my boy, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Ends will probably never understand, but I do have proof she tried to pay for Santeria work on me to silence me, but dude refused. So Ends should really question what I actually seen, no, and really stop provoking me. All of this from a Chris Brown picture. Like what? Yes, cousin. He said she was in a cult. He didn't give the name. But he said she believes that she's in an SA cult and he fears for his daughter's safety because allegedly the cult leader or whatever cult it is has a history of SA. Like what? Thank you, Kyle Anderson. I know that ain't Kyle Anderson because that's my family. So I know you ain't Kyle Anderson, but thank you so much. They be having some stuff going on. They be having some stuff going on. Who's gonna just go to court for your child? I think he did go to court, but apparently it's been a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with Kehlani and him, and it's some other girl who got on Instagram and said like the reason she posted up with Chris Brown because she's also an abuser. The girl alleged that Alani engaged in stealthing, which is like removing a condom during intercourse. I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't know 100%, but the girl accused Kehlani of that. It's weird. It's a lot of weird stuff going on. Cousin, it wasn't on my bingo card either. I thought they were just gonna curse her out for being in the picture with Chris Brown, but they like she posted up with Chris Brown because it takes an abuser to know an abuser, and apparently she's be wilding out. Listen, I ain't gonna call him a liar. I ain't gonna say he's telling the truth. But if the things that he's alleging is true, he needs to get his child. Yeah, it's very messy. Very messy. And my thing is, what I remember is that I'm a fan of college basketball, right? I root for UConn, and I know Kehlani was dating one of the assistants on the UConn's women's basketball team. And then I believe randomly they broke up, and like a week later she popped up engaged to somebody else. So I ain't saying that's grounds to prove Kehlani be in some mess, but that's kind of crazy. You go from dating one person and like a week later you engage to somebody else, and then the engagement is called off. Sister doing a lot. Baby girl doing a lot. But yeah, y'all, I'll keep following the story and try to update y'all to see what happens. But if the cult stuff and the essay stuff is true, they need to get that baby and protect that child because that's crazy. The last cult I watched and paid attention to was the Carbonation cult. and they just locked that leader up, and he used to be wilding, had them into all types of stuff. So, but yeah, I'll keep y'all posted to whatever pops up after that. And it looks like Mr. Hotspot cleared the sample for Drake and Yachty after their fans harassed him and demanded that he release the sample for them to use. But he's basically on it that, first of all, it's alleged that he was paid $100K. Now, yes, Carbonation, yeah, Nature Boy. So it's alleged, I'm gonna say alleged, that Mr. Hotspot was given $100K for that clearance. I don't know if it to be true, but someone was in my DM telling me that for the Goodness Gracious sample. And the clearance comes off Mr. Hotspot originally declining the sample request due to his religion, but Yachty still went around that after being told no, and he leaked it to Kai Cenat, and he played it on his stream for his thousands of fans and the entire internet to hear. Once Yachty got on that podcast, like, yeah, he declined, and we were like, nigga, are you serious? Like, how dare you tell me no? Basically, the fans went to Mr. Hotspot's page, and if you go look at his page, it's filled with nothing but release the sample, don't be ungrateful, all types of stuff. Basically just demanding that he clear the sample. And today or yesterday, I think he finally cleared the sample, but he gave them stipulations that the song must be clean because he makes music for kids. Now, I don't know if they're going to follow through with that, but that's his stipulations.
Much respect to bro.
Reference. And we sent it in to them. So hopefully they re-record the clean reference, and we come out with the clean Goodness Gracious all together.
So he sent it to them, and he wants them to put together a clean song. That's his stipulations.
So it's a process, but it'll be good for both of their brands like that. And I'm blessed to work with children, so we just got to make it clean for them.
He has such a good heart, but Mr. Hotspot, unless you got that in a contract, baby, they're gonna have all types of mess on that song. So the song is called Super Soaker, right? Isn't the song called Super Soaker? I don't know how clean that's gonna get, Mr. Hotspot. Your heart was in a good place, but
like, we don't need no children getting whooped because they said this or that. You understand? And if you look at the backside, it's the children who really running these views up.
So this man wants it to be for the kids, but I don't know how much sweet and clean you gonna make a song about being a super soaker. I don't know, Mr. Hotspot.
So if we make sure both verses clean, everybody coming clean, everybody gonna benefit for sure. It's a process, but we appreciate you being patient. We sent that in. They got it today. And them boys about to turn up. Like, we ain't trying to hold them back from nothing.
And I feel like him saying that we're not trying to hold them back for nothing is because of all the harassment he was getting. Like, why was y'all flooding his Instagram, his TikTok, his Twitter? Tell me something, don't be ungrateful, clear the sample, run up a bag, like.
But we just need the moral.
This is textbook bullying. What Kendrick say? I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Y'all bullied this man into giving up the sample. because you knew, Yachty, you mentioning that he declined the sample on that podcast, that what it would turn into. You knew them OV hoes would attack him. You knew them gremlins or whatever fan base you got, Yachty, would attack him. And that's exactly what they did. And now he on, what was this, TikTok, explaining himself.
Bro is correct. That's all.
Child, y'all done bullied this man into giving up that sample. And again, it was alleged he got 100K. The first time he spoke to Yachty, Yachty said he wouldn't even talk to them about money. To be honest, he should have got $1 million out them weirdos, but that's just me. But it's alleged. I don't know how much he actually got. But yeah. Exactly. So I don't know. But he's a sweet young man. Like, he don't be in no mess. He just want to have fun, make his music, his goodness gracious music, and he want to tell people to smile. Like, you really sent your fans over there to bother this man. Gross. He probably should have, but you never know. I'm not gonna judge him. It's unfortunate. Facts. Can't at all. But yeah, so the sample got cleared. So we shall see what happens. Another feature from Drake on the way because he's scared to put out music by himself. And next up, we got
They Don't Know. I'm a
Jonb. Yeah, I remember Jonb, the singer. He sang that song They Don't Know. But yeah, so like, speaking of samples, Jonb called Gunna and Chloe Bailey, who sampled his song They Don't Know, for their song You and Me. He's pissed off at them. He called the sample ratchet, and that he hated it. He hated what he did, what they did to his song. So he was in some interview. I don't know what the podcast, Can We Talk About R&B podcast. And he went up there and let them have it.
Where I know Tim Kelly or Tim and Bob was a part of that one as well, right?
Oh yeah, they did the track.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I played
to this day.
I play that song, and the guitar lick still has me.
It's the They Don't Know guitar lick.
Come on,
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it right now on this. It has that.
I'm trying to
derivative.
Robin, it's bro, because you love that song, don't you? All right, yeah, songs.
I love that.
But it went bing, didn't it? Someone last year was Gunna and Chloe Bailey.
That's right.
They put that ratchet record out.
Now, why he called that record ratchet? Like, that's so rude. You ain't had to say that, John.
Couldn't stand.
Oh man.
And I wish they never did.
Man.
And actually never got my rights to do that record either. So
another case of an artist not getting a record cleared and putting it out without going through the proper channels. Like, I don't get it. See, now, me personally, I never heard the song by Chloe and Gunna. I know They Don't Know. That's in my playlist.
We gotta holler about that.
That's some business to take care of.
That's some business shit we gotta handle.
Yeah.
How old is that song? If you just now trying to handle the business, I think that song been out for a while now. But yeah, he called the song ratchet and said they didn't clear the sample, and him and Gunna got some work to do, because Gunna, you owe that man some money. I think. So the song is ratchet. Dang. Okay, maybe he's salty of them not getting his rights, which is yeah. My thing is like y'all not moving like Marvin Gaye family. Is it Marvin Gaye? Because Marvin Gaye family, they don't play that. They don't play that. They gonna strike that shit immediately. So why hasn't no one on Jonb or Jonb himself strike the song down? What's ratchet? All these people keep doing. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. They don't do samples justice anymore like they used to do in the 90s and early 2000s. Like they get a sample and then they just rap over or sing over it. I mean, yeah. Well, he called the song ratchet. I won't say he called them ratchet, but same thing. Same thing. Oh, it's full of auto tune. That's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, Jonb is not feeling them messing up his classic song, and I don't blame him because they don't know is a hit, is a classic. You can't be just messing up. You can't even be sampling people and then messing up the song, and then you didn't even get the rights cleared. Yes, I doesn't seem like these artists have the proper right. They don't. They don't. Right. Mm-hmm. And y'all, why did T.I. get arrested in Atlanta airport? T.I., whose real name is Clifford Harris, was mistakenly arrested in an Atlanta airport. Mind you, he from Atlanta. Who don't know T.I.P.? Who don't know T.I.P.? Apparently, they were looking for another man named Clifford Harris and assumed it was T.I. They assumed it was T.I. T.I. was at the Hartsfield. Have y'all ever been to the Atlanta Hartsfield airport? I hate that damn airport. It's so busy and so crowded. That's one of the worst airports in the world. But anyway, his name was flagged as an alleged stalker who threatened a woman with a gun. Mind you, the man who got the same name as T.I., the description of the man was that he weighed 205 pounds. Y'all know damn well T.I. ain't no 205 pounds. T.I. like a good 170. If that. But they arrested him still. They still arrested him. This low key is kind of like how T.I. had that album called T.I. versus T.I.P. That's what this is. And my thing is like, okay, that same name, cool. You wanna figure it out. But y'all know T.I. in Atlanta. Y'all see he not 205 pounds. I'm pretty sure the Atlanta police and the people in the Atlanta airport know who the hell T.I. is. Y'all knew y'all had the wrong person. But the warrant for the other Clifford came from another state. So they automatically had to take him. They automatically had to extradite him to and transport him to the Clayton County jail. So they took him to Clayton County and they did what it is that they needed to do. And then like 2 hours later, they realized, okay, we tripping. We got the wrong person. So they threw it out. But I know once T.I. got in that back room, I know he was using all type of big cuss words, cursing them out real bad. He was using every big word he could find. I just know it. I just know it. Oh my God. What heavy boots on? For real. Like stop playing with T.I. Oh my God. I can't believe they did that to him. I just know he was in that back room using all types of big words because y'all know how he get when he starts talking. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I can't. I can't. Like, oh my God. I know he was so mad. So mad. Because I would have been mad. Like, imagine you just trying to go on your little trip, going about your business, and they pull you to the side like, yeah, we got you on a stalker warrant. Expeditiously. They said it took 2 hours before they got it right. It took them 2 hours before they got it right. Since everybody else on it, why not, right? Everybody else on it, so why not? That is crazy though. Mixing up Toodles and Clifford. I'm telling you. They say he was out in 2 hours, and it was the case was thrown out. Oh man. But I just dropped a link below if anybody wants to click on it and come up and give your opinion on anything. I don't even know how to work this thing. To see how this gonna work. Doesn't hurt them. They go home. Yeah. Cops tend to on the side of caution rather than yeah, for sure. They had to do their job at the end of the day. They had to, just to be sure. But I could just imagine when they pulled him to the side and how he was looking. I know he was probably furious. And then so it ain't that many Clifford Harrises in the world, right? Like what is the coincidence? Your name is Clifford Harris. I don't know that many Cliffords to begin with. And they're saying Donald Trump did a stream with Adin Ross. They carried on real bad the other day about Meg Thee Stallion showing up to Kamala's rally in Atlanta. But now we got Donald Trump doing streams with Adin Ross. I don't watch Adin Ross, but I know he's the white guy streamer. And Donald Trump was allegedly on his stream today. So now they're like, they saying Kamala needs to go sit down with Kai Cenat. Like, what are we doing? Let's see.
That's a good, yeah. Your team picked out. Yeah. You want to pick a song? Let's test out this sound. Let's try it.
And Adin gifted him a Cybertruck. What? You gifted a rich man a Cybertruck. And they said he gifted him a Rolex as well. Donald Trump is not driving around in that Cybertruck. Like what? Yeah, they're saying just to combat with Adin Ross, Kai need to do a stream. For sure. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. But it will not shock me if Kamala ends up on his stream. Right, exactly. They were asking, "Oh, why is Meg there? Why is she twerking? She wasn't even twerking." They were acting like she was showing her damn booty hole. Quavo, why is Quavo there talking about guns? Like what? You should have. Oh, Aaliyah. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that for sure. What is this right here?
I'll tell you about TikTok. Trump is going to keep.
Look at this mess. Look at this mess, y'all.
I'll tell you about TikTok. Trump is going to keep TikTok going.
Now you want to keep TikTok going. We're living in a simulation. Just send a flood at this point. Just send a damn flood. Just send the flood. Nah, I doubt it. I doubt it. I was going to me. We found out Nicki Minaj okay. What was Nicki dating home all the time? Oh my god, what happened? What the hell happened? What? Okay, was hypocritical when it comes to gun violence. I can't say. All I know is he lost his cousin to it, and I know he probably feels terrible for that because his actions is low-key kind of the reason why his cousin isn't here. Because they were arguing over dice. Well, he was arguing over dice, and his cousin got hit in the process. But that's another story. Okay, foaming at the mouth. Pandering, trying to get them votes. Yeah. Yep, they're trying to ban it. They've been trying to ban it for a while now. But the creator of TikTok, he ain't giving up without a fight. He is not giving up without a fight. They think Megan and Amber Rose are equal. Ridiculous. They were in their show. They were so ashamed of Amber Rose. Did y'all peep that they photoshopped her tattoo on her forehead? Yep. Amber Rose is involved with that too. That's what people don't want to talk about. She's involved with that too. A felon, a essayer, all types of mess. All types of mess. They keep some stuff going. Our girl Rihanna was spotted at Carnival up in Barbados. Don't let Drake see it. He might have a heart attack. Kamala don't know what race she want to be, but yet she sent thousands of black men in jail for murder on Shauna. So she can. I'm gonna need y'all to do some research because she didn't send thousands of innocent black men in jail for marijuana charges. That's not true. It was only a couple hundred, and unfortunately they weren't innocent, and a lot of those charges were for domestic abuse. But I ain't trying to get into politics on here, and I ain't trying to argue with nobody. But we got to stop saying thousands, because it wasn't thousands. She does, and she looks amazing. 2 kids weird. She looks amazing. They might be. Listen, whatever floats your boat is your business. If you like it, I love it. As long as you ain't hurting me and you ain't hurting people, live your life. Live your life. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where they got this trope from, because it wasn't that. It was, a lot of it had to do with domestic abuse. But cousins, I appreciate y'all. We're under 2 hours. Thank y'all for coming in and rocking with me. And I will see y'all in my next live. Y'all have a good night.